So I'm back on Desert Classic. Came in from Desert Foothills by Telegraph, below Telegraph. This is the saddle. To the right, it goes up to helipad. And this is kind of where I start my descent, my first little cross-country ride here. It is Sunday. I went to look at the temperature because it's hot out. Got a little rain last night. We not enough to settle. Shit, it's 7:07. It's already 86 degrees. So you can see it's Sunday, August 10th. Big winds last night. And right now, I don't know if you can hear it, but it's blowing still. I guess it's just a slight breeze. When you start going downhill, you really feel it. But I had a headwind climbing up the trail this morning. And these are my local trails here at South Mountain in Phoenix. Because I ride this one all the time, I kind of know where everything is. It's too hot last weekend. I had to work, so I didn't ride. I'm not really riding during the week right now because it's too hot. I'm only riding when I have a chance to sit in the pool for 20 minutes and cool off. And about an hour behind schedule right now. It didn't really matter because the temperature's only gone up about 2 degrees since 6. So the main thing is to stay out of the sun. I also had to put more sealant on my front tire, so I'm behind schedule. The tire was flat this morning. Summer dries out the sealant pretty fast. And because it is summer, there's not a lot of people riding. Usually on a Sunday morning it's crowded, but the only people I've seen have been on e-bikes. This is my new line here. That ditch has some big old knockers in it, rocks. Will bang your rim. Today's also Maurice's birthday. Happy birthday, Maurice. And it's not Maurice from the Bee Gees. I know if he were here, he'd probably be kicking my ass on the uphills, but dying in the heat. The heat just saps it out of you. 2 weeks ago I rode at the Hawes Trails in Mesa with some friends. And the Alpe d'Huez climb just about killed me. But you saw that video, you see how fun it is. Totally worth the pain. You come in at the bottom, like ride Wild Horse around over to Alpe d'Huez, kind of the east side of Haas, and then up Alpe d'Huez. There's a split at the top. One way goes Iron Goat, the other way goes Goat, and Goat takes you to Red Mountain Rush. I was gonna ride National today, but I worked all day yesterday and slept in until 6, and then had all the problems with walk the dog first, and then fix the tire, forget to pump up the back tire, go back. You know, typical brain dead shit. Here's more guys. Morning. Morning.
Good morning.
It did rain last night, but not enough to really make a difference. Although I guess my tires aren't dusty, so it did work. Oh shit. You can highlight and low line there. So I took the highlight the last second. I know you're looking at the morning sun. It's all right. So am I. If you like what I'm doing, comment on it. If there's something in Phoenix you want to see me ride, let me know. I live here off South Mountain on the southwest side, and I would take the foothills, so I tend to ride close to home. But I do go over to Pima Trailhead, ride National and Javelina, Mormon, all that stuff. My next goal, once the weather breaks, is to start at the top of National and ride west instead of east. Most people climb up and then go back towards Pima Trailhead, down. And it's a fun ride, technical. They're going the other way, it's just as fun. A little more cross country at the top, so I want to do it when the weather's not as hot, so I don't fry myself. Yikes. Offline. Don't look up. Morning. The last 5 guys have all been human powered, not powered up. Hopefully the camera's going and I'm not just talking to myself. The line used to be on this side. The trail moved after one of the rainstorms. This is where most people take a break right here, this little lunch rock. I'm just gonna keep rolling because I'm late. Don't want to be caught in the heat. There we go. The pedal downhill. There's a split coming up to the Guadalupe Trail. Right about where those people are. Have to see where I'm going to ride. Have a good day. There we go. Don't think I ran over any cactus. Missed a hedgehog by inches. Trail etiquette. Uphill has the right of way. Unless they're powered up, then you can just keep going. Those guys are going too slow to be powered up. Try not to ride off the trail, but flat stuff like that, it's not going to make a difference. I don't know if you can hear the wind or not. Usually it's calm as could be. My other comment about going off trail is everything in the desert has spikes. It's going to try to kill you and make you bleed. Morning. Just tell by the pedaling style. Slow pedaling and going fast. I don't know if you can see my grips or not, but I ride with these big fat grips. I have problems with my hands going numb. It's been like that my whole life. So I got a fat grips with a big platform on them. Shake my hands out a lot. I'd say I take a lot of breaks because of it, but it's really because I'm out of shape. This is what I had to deal with all morning, uphill into the wind, to get to the trail. This is where Desert Classic joins War Paint. Although I think the PC police changed the name. Yeah, they did. It used to be called War Paint. It's now called Fashcavid. To the right goes back to War Paint Road. To the left goes up to the Corona de Loma split, which is the trail on my left coming off the top at National. And that is I don't think the payoff is worth the effort personally, because you drop off at National into a huge valley you got to climb out of, and you come off the top and it's just like straight down with switchbacks. So it's not flowy, it's just brutal. You're just cooking the brakes, and it's technical. I guess it's, you're gonna ride stuff, everything's fair game, and that's, I think they call that an expert trail. You get to the bottom and it splits and goes left or right, and you come off of that. You go right, it takes you downhill, which is a good fun downhill. Hits back up Desert Classic, which we already passed, that trailhead. And then you go left, it goes downhill and it branches to the left, which used to be called Secret. I'm gonna have to look and see what the poll says now, because like I said, they changed names. Or you can go straight to Desert Classic Fashcavid. Maybe they renamed it Corona de Loma Connector or something. See what this sign says. Yeah, see, Fashcavid, Desert Classic, Corona de Loma up, which is where I'm going. Got about a couple minutes uphill here. I am riding with about 1.5 liters ice water in my Camelback and a full-size bottle frozen ice on the bike, because that is your emergency rations to keep you cool too. You take your ice block, it thaws while you ride, and then you got ice water to shoot on your head to keep you cool. And that is my air conditioning once I start getting too hot. And I'm good to about 95. 105 on a really bad day. I've made it home before when it's over 115, but I drank 2 liters of water in 6 miles of just rolling, and that's not good. Learned my lesson that day. Don't do that. Do this instead. Sort of, I don't know if you can see the switchbacks in front of me coming off of the ridge line there. Here we go. This is the split, and they are calling it Corona de Loma. This was all changed like in the last 6 months, the signs. I guess people didn't like the old names, or I don't know. Everybody gets offended by everything, so who knows? Maybe secret was a bad word. I'll have to look on Strava, see what they call it. I'm sure those hippies in Silicon Valley changed the name. Because it wasn't PC. Meanwhile, the rest of the world rides bikes and they worry about stupid shit. see this nice rolling cross country. This is the fun section. I like this. It's just hot. I'm not cranking hard because, hey, it is called the slow rolling channel, so no reason to go fast. It's also, when you're not chasing somebody, you tend to ride slower. So if I have to feel like there's somebody on my wheel or I'm on somebody else's wheel, I tend to ride way faster. I don't know if anybody else is like that too. And the inspiration for these videos from all the other videos of people I watch on YouTube. I've mentioned some of them before, BKXC and single track sampler, Seth's bike hacks. There's about 1 million of them. The only ones I really want to talk to are the ones that have figured out better camera mounting systems than a chest mount. And I know that Sid and Mackie are riding with some device that they made that connects to the straps on their camelback. At least that's what it looks like on camera. I don't know, maybe they could zoom in up one day, or I'll have to go back and look at their videos and see if there's a description of how they made it. Because the elastic strap on the chest mount GoPro makes the camera swing a little bit. I have it as tight as I can go, and it still bounces around a lot. I am riding with a black Hero Black 13, I think, so it does have a lot of the motion capture stuff built into it, so it doesn't look too bad. But like, I know Brian rides with a gimbal in his chest mount for BKXC, and his videos are freaking stellar. So shout out to BKXC again. He's riding in Northern California a lot. I used to ride up there too. Thank you, sir. And that was before I moved to Phoenix. A couple weeks from now, I'll get down to Tucson and do some Tucson rides. I got to get to Flagstaff before the snow flies too. The summer is over in the blink of an eye, especially in the mountains. Up at 7,000 feet, it'll be jacket weather in 2 weeks. Okay, this is the end point of my morning ride, at least the fun stuff. This is the top, back to Desert Classic, Guadalupe Perimeter. I'm gonna head down though. So Will will edit this right here, and we'll start down the Desert Classic Guadalupe Perimeter, going back west. At the top of Corona de Loma, on the, what do you call that, the eastern end. You can see this is all cross-country-ish. I don't really have a YouTube style yet. I'm just doing this for fun. Just trying to put some videos out to the world that, you know, aren't 30-foot hucks and places you can't drive to in 20 minutes. Or roll out your back door and get to. This is my back door. right out the garage. So when you fly into Phoenix, South Mountain is the mountain just south of the airport that's got all the power satellite towers, or whatever you want to call them, the radio towers. Morning. Morning. I always get out of the way for old guys too. You sort of see the towers on the horizon in front of me. So that mountain, when you fly into Phoenix, it's got trails all over it. So rent a bike, bring a bike, borrow a bike. Obviously, summer's brutal. If you don't live here, I don't suggest riding in the summer. But if you're here for fall, winter, or spring, it is paradise. You see, the summer's not bad either, but if you're coming from somewhere else, you're not used to the heat. And it is a dry heat. You don't realize how much moisture you're losing from your body. Sorry about the tube in the video. In one downhill section, my strap came off. There we go. And today, I'm gonna ride out the short, easy way. So this is the split right here. Guadalupe goes left, Treasure Classic goes right. Because I started late, I'm gonna finish early. Makes perfect sense. Another trail right here, so we're gonna go left. I guess they're calling this Cache Cavite and Guadalupe. If you go right, you go back to Desert Classic. Morning. Morning. You see, this is real easy going here. Literally downhill, cross-country bike, even in suspension. You could be 4 years old riding this. Morning. That ride would need to be older than 4. Probably higher than 48 inches. If anybody caught the meaning of that, give me a thumbs up. I keep these videos PC correct, or I should say child friendly. Oh. Thank you, sir. Good looking dog. Always try to be friendly to the hikers and walkers. These are the ones that complain about the mountain bikers being too, I don't know, fast and dusty and impolite. So I ride with a bell. Big old swirl fell. Morning. Now we have the uphill. And the trails into the neighborhoods typically aren't marked. I don't know why, but I like this Bugs Bunny corner with the giant saguaro. You can see Guadalupe, War Paint, Dash Cabin. Go to the right. This is the 32nd Street connector. It is marked on Strava. You can come in or out this way if you're like off of Ray Road. This drops into the neighborhood and then hits Ray Road at 32nd Street or thereabouts. I guess I could leave the camera on through the neighborhood to show you once I come off the ridge up here. Hopefully there's enough battery and it's not too hot